Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. 2021 was a great year for Jackson guitars. Some of the best Jackson guitars that I've ever seen came out in 2021 in my opinion, and the best thing about 2021 was that Jackson went back to using made in Japan guitars that are kind of like a bit iconic. For people that have been using Jacksons a while, they always say the Japanese Jacksons were the best, and I could not wait to get my hands on a Japanese Jackson, and I have one today, and it is a Misha Mansoor SC1, basically a SoCal in Daphne Blue. One thing I will say about its colour is I absolutely love it, and I love the guitar in general, the way it looks, even though it's not the kind of guitar that you would often probably associate me with. But the reason is because my first ever guitar was a Strat copy, and it was in this exact colour. It was actually a Tokai. Couldn't afford a Fender obviously back in those days, but it was a great guitar and I loved it, so this is a bit of a nostalgic video for me. I'm going to be super quick with this unboxing if I can. I can't wait to demo it, can't wait to play it. One thing I will say is if this guitar is in tune, it's a bloody miracle, even though they've set it up for me, the good fellows, good old Mark, hi Mark at Jackson Guitars. Because what's happened is I didn't know this guitar was here, and I saw this guitar turn up for review online, but this was actually sat in my outhouse. Okay, in England we have these things called outhouses, which used to be outside toilets. No label was pushed or anything. The courier basically just left it in there, and right now it's been freezing. Like, there's been ice on windscreens for the last 2 days, but I am absolutely gutted, but relieved that it is here, and relieved that it is actually in one piece for a start. So without further ado, let's open this guitar. I'm new, I'm a Misha Mansoor virgin when it comes to Jackson guitars, but what I want to say is that I love the finishes on Misha's guitars. It's an orange, a satin orange that looks amazing, caramelized board, and I've never played one and I've never got my hands on one, and it's bothered me, I suppose, because I really want to try one out and see what one of those is like. And maybe, you know, one day now I've said that on my video, I will get hold of one of those the other Misha guitars. But like I said, this one's a SoCal. Be interesting to see what the neck's like with it being made in Japan. I've not had a Japanese Jackson for quite some time. My Japanese Jackson that I used to own back in the day was an Infinity Pro. I'll try and put that on the screen if I can find a shot of one. Really rare guitar, should have kept it. Back in the day it was about 1,300. It was my first ever really expensive guitar, and although everyone raves about the Japanese guitars, that particular guitar, in my opinion, was only as good as some of my Mexican-made Jacksons, what I play regularly now. You know, it wasn't that special to me. The finish was, because it was a sunburst, it had loads of binding on, stuff like that. It was well made, there's no doubt about it, but playing-wise, tone-wise, it did nothing, you know, that my Mexican ones can't do. I did have a Rhodes, a Randy Rhodes, I think that was made in Japan. That was awesome guitar, and I understand why there is a bit of a craze for the made in Japan stuff, because they're awesome. Not sure what this guitar retails at, but I will cover that in another video. Something awesome's happened already. I've only just got into the box, but this pleases me massively. So this guitar is in a case, and it's one of those cases that I've reviewed on my channel, and these are cases that I use now for my guitars that I'm not out gigging with. Well, I don't gig at the minute. Stay there. I'm not out gigging at the minute. I don't have an active band that gigs right now. My band Broken is on a break, or I don't know. I haven't spoken to them for ages, so I don't know what's happening there, but they're on a break. I'm working on a new EP, TMB project. The link is in the description. Go give that a like. It's very different from anything else I've ever done, and it's just a bit of fun. I'm using JoJo for the vocals. She's fantastic, kind of new metal vocalist. And I'm using Luke Hatfield for some of the drums. He's from Death Blooms. His band is absolutely awesome. JoJo's band is called Pulverize. It's just a bit of fun between us three guys, and it sounds great. So, back to the guitar. This case, yes, I keep my guitars in these cases now, for those of you that don't know. I do have some hard shells. This is quite hard, so it's like, I don't know what they're called, like a soft shell or whatever. But I really like these, and they're great, super lightweight, and they go on your back, like that. So So as you can see, there's straps that go across there, and you can carry it like a gig bag. So it's basically a gig bag. It's lightweight, but it is quite protective. If you play in bars or anything like that, this is fine. If you're like a major touring artist and you've got planes and all that business, then you probably will want something a bit better than this. But for me, these are great, really protective, and yeah, I love them. So without further ado, let's reveal it. Let's reveal it. I'm going to have to do it down here, I'm afraid. So this is basically a SoCal, in my opinion. That's why it's called the SC1, I guess. It's in Daphne Blue. It's a lovely, typical old school Strat type colour, and also the guitar is very Strat looking. The pickups in this guitar, oh, it's posh. Ooh, the inlays are absolutely stunning. It looks expensive. So first impression of a made in Japanese Jackson for me is that this looks like an expensive Fender. Okay, I'm going to get it out of the box now. There you go. It's beautiful. I love the colour. The colour actually looks better in real life than on the website. I find that a lot. These are, I call them, is it Luminoid, whatever the hell. But yeah, they look like glow in the dark ones. I don't know the specs of this guitar. I should do. The pickups in here are bare knuckle pickups. Now you know I love bare knuckle nail bombs, bare knuckle war pigs, sorry. And I want to try the Ragnarok. I don't know what this pickup is. I'm wondering if this is like one of the less hot bare knuckles with the style of guitar that you're seeing. I don't think it's a Juggernaut. Maybe it's an open coil, obviously. It'll be interesting to see what that pickup is. I will check that out for you guys. Single coils here. I don't use the neck pickup that much, but when I do, it's usually for clean stuff, and I kind of like a twang. I like a good old Stratty twang. Yesterday I spent 3 hours doing kind of a backing track specifically for this demo for this guitar. I wanted to do something a bit different, something a bit mellow, something that suited kind of the guitar's vibe more than just chugging away. I will chug away, excuse me, I will chug away on it as well for you guys, but I really wanted to do a demo that was kind of placid and mellow and cool, and, you know, showed off what the guitar can actually do rather than just, you know, chug, 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 chug. But obviously we will chug as well, because that's what I do. The guitar set up in drop D with 46 nines on. That's my spec, what I have. Good old Mark sets them up for me. Action is, I could tell that's just, it's just awesome. Shall we see if it's in tune, even though it's been in the bloody shed, or whatever you call it. It's not bad. Oh. Right. All the guys that say, my Jackson's not even in tune. I mean, guitars shouldn't be in tune when you get them out when they're brand new. But what I just want to say is, right, so the low E is the only one that's supposed to be in D, obviously got it set up in drop D. Is the only string that is out, the rest is in, listen. Or as good as, you can get away with that. I've heard people do demos with guitars more out of tune than that. That's ridiculous. It's been in that outhouse 2 nights. There's been ice on my windscreen. It's in tune. That's what happens when you set, in my opinion, a guitar up properly. A Jackson. This feels like quality. The neck here is not quite speed neck. I wonder if it's down as a speed neck. It feels very much similar to my, it's a bit fatter than my EVH 50 guitar. It's much more fat, but it's comfortable. It's rounded, it's comfortable. Oh, it smells beautiful. That smells gorgeous. Right, so we've got lots of tuners on the back here. My favourites, I'm going to find out what they are, exactly those tuners, and I'm going to stick them in all my Jacksons because I hate changing strings. So for those of you that aren't used to locking tuners, what you do is a thumb wheel on the back. You basically stick the string through there, you tighten the thumb wheel, cut the string off, and you're good to go. None of that winding and holding, and I hate it. I hate changing strings. If I had those on every guitar, I'd have new strings on all the time. Most of the time you see me, they are old strings. For those of you that don't know, big shout out to the mod strings, who sponsor me. So yeah, the logo looks cool on there, matching headstock. Like I say, these inlays, just look at those. Caramelized fretboard and neck. Inlays are just perfect. They are the most flawless inlays I've seen on any Jackson before. So for the guys out there that swear by the Japanese stuff, yeah, it's pretty flawless. I know it's a Strat, it's a basic, quite a basic guitar, I guess, to make. But let's just check out the heel. This heel's very similar to the Jim Root style heel that's on his Telecaster and these. I've been to Jim's, I'm shaking, I can't hardly hold it. Very similar to the Jim Root heel, that. A bit more extreme. It's nice, it looks nice. Cannot wait to plug it in. See what these pickups are like. The trem there is a typical Strat type trem, but I'm wondering if that's a go-to trem as well. I think it probably is. Obviously I'm not going to be dive bombing. I will do some flutters for you guys with this guitar because that's what it's made for. It's heavy, okay? I like heavy guitars. First thing I noticed when I picked this up was it's heavy. Don't know what wood the body is, I'll have to check that out, but it's weighty and I like my guitars to be like that. Most guitars that are heavy I find have great tone, okay? And you can tell playing it like this, obviously. It's not actually even that far out. Oh yeah. Right, yeah, no plectrum. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So far, first impressions, which is why I do these unboxings. I like you guys to see my reaction mainly to the guitars that I receive. You can usually tell from the go in these unboxing videos whether I am impressed, you know, and I always try and keep in my mind the money. I really want a Japanese Jackson now. My friend Kieran Johnson, I don't know if you've ever checked him out, Ridiculous Shred, I've mentioned him before in some videos. He's just got a dinky, satin black with like yellow. It's got a yellow sharp fin there, absolutely looks amazing. And I asked him what are they like, and he says yes, the Japanese stuff is quality. It's all true, what the people say, but obviously you pay for that quality. There you go, made in Japan. Whoa. Can you see that? Hope you can. Hope the battery don't run out or anything crazy like that, because that's what happened the other day. I lost loads of stuff. Like, just so there's a lot of stuff in this case I just want to look at. So we've got locking Dunlop strap locks that lock onto your strap there, which you get with all Pro Series guitars now, I think. I use DiMarzio straps that are like the Vi type, what Vi uses. Absolutely love them. So I don't really ever use these, but they do work. They are great. There's the whammy bar. It's one of those just slots in, no screwing, no collar or anything like that. It'll be interesting to see what the trem does. Obviously I will. Oh, Horizon Devices strings that clearly are made by Dunlop, because Dunlop's on there. That's interesting. These are 47 9s. I wonder if that's what I've got on, because I usually go 46 9s, which is just about the same. Didn't even know they did 47s, but yeah, so that's cool. Like I say, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. What do you think about this guitar? I've tried to show you it close up. We'll talk more about the specs in another video. The next video that I do, you will hear the guitar through my EVH. I can't stop looking at it, it looks awesome. Perfect. Just so you know, by the way, because I know I'm going to get asked this, the frets are fine, super shiny frets. I wonder, probably use better quality fret wire and stuff, but yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments of this guitar. Don't forget to subscribe so you see the next video when I'm actually playing this guitar and I've got it plugged in. I'll go through my EVH, I'll probably boost it, but I'll also show you the chimey cleans of the single coils. Because, yeah, I've not used single coils on a guitar for quite a while. But interesting, very interesting guitar, very intrigued, and it looks just, the build quality is just absolutely flawless. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you all soon.